This image depicts the final battle between the two queens of ice.
That doesn't look very comfortable.
Ooh, that tickles.
Watch out, dragon. As soon as I break out the lower half of my body, or you come a little bit closer, I'm gonna mess you up.
Dude, you really ate too much peppermint.
The judges and I have made some decisions. Let the judging commence.
This shot required impeccable timing in terms of the ice animation, the angle, and lighting to successfully give off the concept. The horizontal line shows off the divide between the two queens.
Esme, this shot is gorgeous. It may have been the obvious choice to go with Shiva, but hey, if it works, don't try to fix it. The line from left to right brings us across the image nicely, and the point of Shiva's sword is pointed directly at you, which brings the viewer to you. The chunks of ice exploding around you add some really nice accents that also add a bit of 3D layering to the shot. I love it.
I did not agree with my fellow judges on this one. I think it's a great shot of Shiva, but not so much of the model. Unfortunately, Shiva is not competing, but when I took another look at the shot, I can see why it ended up in the top 3. The solid chunks of ice flying everywhere are pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of a How to Chew 5 gum commercial.
Forgive the pun, but this image literally just gave me the chills. That aura effect at the top of the screen gives off that sensation that we are watching this battle happen from behind a sheet of ice, and it's really cool. There's a lot of great motion and colors in this image.
An impressive shot with all those ice rocks suspended in the air. Because they are centered around you, it's actually hard to tell if Shiva's the one controlling them or you. I feel you do get a little bit lost in the picture though. Maybe white wasn't the best choice of color for your outfit here.
My goal was to make it look like all of the ice was coming from me and attacking the monster really aggressively.
I think this is a really clever use of not only ninja abilities, but G-pose in itself. It's quite convincing what they were trying to go for.
I really liked that the enemy was impaled by the ice spikes. It was a really good idea. And I also really like the fact that you can see the monster is screaming in rage and pain. The only thing that I feel did not belong in the photo was the incantation letters. It really does not fit.
I have to give this one some credit due to it being just so gruesomely horrifying. I didn't expect that in this round, and especially not for a Momi. I love it for that reason, and I'm willing to be a little more forgiving of the model herself being not too visible. But it seems the other judges are not as forgiving as I am.
So I actually almost didn't see her character at first. She blends in so well with the snow in the background, and while that may have been good for hunting this Gigas, it's bad for this screenshot. I do like your choice of effect for this shot. The particles together with the ninjutsu animation looks really nice. There's a lot of empty space on the left and the right edges of the scene though, and you could have zoomed in a bit more, which I think would have put more focus on your character and given us a bit more of a detailed look at the Gigas, which unfortunately is blurred out by your depth of field effect.
So this is probably one of the most challenging rounds in this cycle, was the frozen round. Not only did you have to be frozen, but you also had to fight in a good area where you would get frozen. So that took a little bit of experimentation.
I really like the framing in this image. It almost looks as if the ice sprites are under her control, and the icicles glowing in the background is a very nice touch.
This shot I thought was absolutely gorgeous. I can definitely tell that Lilith is completely frozen. I also like the way the ice sprites are positioned around her, and I really like the blur effect that she had with it. This was a really good one.
This was a really great use of color and lighting. Your outfit matches the ice sprites really nicely. I love the contrast of light and dark colors here, and your use of the reflection blur effect really enhances the shot, which actually is a pretty tough thing to pull off. Again, your character isn't looking at the camera, but it actually works in this shot because your character looks focused on some off-screen enemy. There's a bit of empty space in the bottom right, but overall, nice work this round.
I really like the dragon's expression that I'm breaking out of that ice, and that animation is from him, one of his attacks, just at the last second. So I really liked the timing of it. That makes it seem like I'm breaking through.
The dragon in the background is obviously in attack mode, and that was really well done. The only thing that I feel was wrong with this picture, besides the fact that Maxwell should have been more facing the dragon instead of away, his choice of attire was really weird to me. I feel like he should have been maybe more fully clothed or definitely sporting an actual battle attire.
So it's an interesting shot. Maxwell does seem to be actively breaking out of the ice, which is a unique concept that shows off the model fairly well. One thing I'm not sure about is the choice of clothing. Shorts and a tank top in this weather? Please.
This could have been such a cool shot had your character just been facing the other way. It is so hard to get that sensation that you are mid-battle when you are facing the opposite direction of your foe.
This was a good concept, but executed poorly. Your enemy appears to be the dragon behind you, but your character is facing the wrong way, which just makes the whole image fall flat. Your limb darkening effect is also really strong, and it just distracts from the image even more.
This shot took hours. It was so tricky to get the right positioning of me and the mob, finding a good skill appearance for my paladin, and then wait for the ice breath. And most important, don't die.
My favorite thing about this photo is the fact that it looks like a beautifully done illustration, an epic battle fresh out of a storybook. The only thing I find a little bit off, in my opinion, is the fact that it's a little bit hard to see the model's face. I wish it wasn't as blurred out.
This is a stunning, heroic entry. It almost looks like a painting to me. There's a snow flurry haze that seems it could freeze the model at any second. This is a true warrior of light entry, not something we've seen a lot of.
This piece is so good that I questioned whether it was a screenshot or fan art. The filter that was used on it almost makes it look like it's a painting, very reminiscent of the patch release artwork they have that they put on top of the pre-patch website.
So there was a lot of things to love about this image. The lighting is really great. I can see all the small details and subtle color variations of both the background and the subjects. The mist between you and the monster looks like a charged breath attack, which was really creative. Your outfit is really nice, and your choice to use the torn frame, which brightened what would have otherwise been probably a relatively dark scene, was really on point. Overall, I really enjoyed reviewing this piece.
Time for the results. The model with the highest score this week is Nini Feepsy.
Awesome!
Congratulations! Sadly, there will be no more immunity from this point forward, so good luck. Esme, Lilith, you are both safe. Lady Momi, Maxwell, you are the bottom two this week, and only one of you can move on to the next round. Lady Momi, in your frozen battle shot, you went up against a monster 4 times your size, and it landed you in the bottom two with a fellow model who is also 4 times your size. Throughout this cycle, your low-key cosplays have been a nice Easter egg for the viewers at home. But the judges and I feel like we've missed out on meeting the real Lady Momi. Maxwell, your run this cycle so far has been all over the place. From winning a round to just barely landing in the bottom two twice. It's taken you 9 rounds to finally fall into the bottom two. Unlike Lady Momi, your shots are always 100% Maxwell. But the judges and I have to wonder just how far your cheeky approach to screenshot taking will get you. So who stays? Maxwell.
Thank you for believing in me.
You've won the crown once, and you can do it again just by being you. Good luck. Lady Momi, thank you so much for competing. While I didn't catch many of your cosplay references, many of the viewers did, and they loved them. You took what's usually just 1 round per cycle and somehow made it match with all the other rounds. That takes talent and guts. Do not give up hope. Just because you're out does not mean it's over. Good luck in the eliminated models head-to-head competition and the fan bring-back vote. Until we meet again, take care.
What? What do you mean I lost? You're making a big mistake, mister. Well, at least there's still a chance, right?